Thank you for saying that. Okay. Let me do that one more time then. All right. So if I go here and I add a, let's say for the ground, I want asphalt, ASPH. I'll just take this. So if I take this, drag it onto here, it's applied the texture to everything. If I just want the texture on, let's just say the ground, I can go to this right here, and this will take us to our UDIM tiles. And whatever I click, it will deselect. And if I click that again, it'll select it. We see this check box right here. It does the same thing. So, oh, I can select a whole bunch, deselect it at once. I didn't know that. Or maybe I can't. So I'll just click on all of these to deselect them. We see that they have this stripe on them when they're deselected. So deselect, 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 deselect. Just keep it on the ground, right? So we can do that. And then let's say if I want my wall to be a certain material, I can take this concrete, let's say, drag it over here. Look, now it's on everything again. But if I wanted this to be on top, I think I just drag it to the top. Yeah. So this concrete clean goes over everything. So if I just wanted it to be for the wall, simple. I just click it. Wait, this is, I'm bugging. This, okay. So this is the, yeah, clean. This is like the dirty one. Okay, so I'll just deselect this. Anyway, so I'll take this, I'll click on this, and I say, all right, I just want this to be for the wall. I can also click in this view. So I'm deselecting it here, or I can deselect it here. So let me just deselect the ground, all my curbs. So now I just have the wall. And let's look, if I have this right here. So we see our wall and this because they have these selections. Now I'm gonna press Control Z, or how about this? I'll just delete this. I'll delete the clean one, right? Because there's another way to do this, right? And I can click on this folder, and I can just type in ground selection, right? What I can do for this is I'll click this, and I'll say, all right, what's my ground? This is my ground, right? So since that's my ground, I'll deselect everything else, right? Deselect, I'm seeing all stripes, all stripes. So this right here is on my ground selection. I've deselected everything but my ground. And I'm gonna do that for the other materials. So I can do Control C, Control V. I can copy that, and I can just take away the ground and say sidewalk selection. And I can go right here, and I can just click on this and say, all right, what do I want? What is my sidewalk? Since I already copied this, I can just like click these because this is my sidewalk. Because remember, we laid out the sidewalk to be the second one. Yeah, and the top is the wall. So now that's my sidewalk selection, and now make one my wall selection. I usually put underscores. I just accidentally put that slash, but whatever. Right. So we have wall selection. I'll select this, and I'll click right here. Oh no, well, I'll deselect all of these that I don't want as the wall. So don't want that. I wonder what happens if I did this. Now I can't like arrow select anything or marquee. All right, so my whole wall is good. So this is my wall selection. Now check this out. I'm gonna delete this concrete right here. And this is what I'm gonna do. Since I have all of these, and also you can do this for more organization's sake if you want. You can right click and you can like, since this is my wall, I can say, all right, this is a brown color. And then I could say, this is my sidewalk. So let's make this a blue color. And I could say my ground is purple. I don't know if you want to do something like that. So whatever I drag into this folder should work with the selection that's in that folder. So if I want a concrete bear, right? And I want it to be on my ground, I'll just drag it in here. And we see concrete bears in there. And it goes to, did this freeze? I'm having the weirdest time today with my programs. It feels like my rotate's not working. Yep, something happened. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save. Go to save as Houdini wall. All right. I'm just saving that just to make sure. Deleting this. So I'm gonna start up Substance again. I tell you, I'm having the craziest time with programs today. All right. Let's back up. Let me find that recent file. See, now I'm rotating again. Okay. Um, okay. Let me. It's still recording. All right. Yeah. So everything that goes in the folder should work. So sidewalks. If I take this into sidewalk, it's there. All right. Um, concrete sandy. Let's go to the wall. All right. And if I close the folder, it all collapses. So let's say, I can go in here too and change. Oh, that's the ground. I don't really want to change the hue so much, but anything we've done before in Substance, the way we paint, we can do it like this. So we go to the height range. We can make it even bumpier. Normal intensity, bump intensity. So, do all that. Scale. See, it's all what you want to do. And then, of course, I can like stack these. So I can say, all right, I want, uh, another color or something. So just add a concrete and I'll take away the height. You take away the roughness. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like blending on top of here. And I'll make this like a little bit darker because it's like a street. It was supposed to be a street. Mm, I kind of like this. And of course, we can like, tone it down or have a little mix or something like that. Anyway, so I'll do that for that. My sidewalks is crispy, like that texture is real nice. I can go in here and, you know, turn up this height range. Now we got some more of that action going on. Some height, some normal height position. All right, something like that. And then, we have our wall. Let's change this up a bit too. Something like that. My ground, I'm not loving it that much. Let me do one last thing to it. So me type in concrete. I'll do this one. Okay, that's a little better. And then I'll just take that down a little bit. So just scaling it down and giving it something like this. Yeah, you can mess with this for forever, messing with these things. I can rearrange them, do, you know, this or something. Anyway, yeah, I can mess with that forever. But the cool thing about this now is now that we have all of these in folders, what we can do is apply a generator to everything. So, like I was doing before, if I do a fill layer and it just happened to go in the folder, so let's just drag it on top. So fill layer, let me change this to red. All right. I'm gonna do something crazy. I'll make it like this, all right? So it's like real wet looking. And then I'll go to smart masks and I can drag something, let's say like let's do dirt splashes. Let's see what that does. This over here. Now look what it does, right? So it gives me splashes of dirt, but it gives it to me on everything. Look over here. Everything's there. Let me take I never really work like that with the 2D there. Yeah. And then you're supposed to be able to right click, add paint, and then add more. When speaking of adding paint, we can also do this. Check this out. Um, it's in brushes. Uh, Let me type in particle. Okay. So if I type in particle, I get these kind of brushes. Now look at this one. If I go to, let's say, just to show you, I guess, if I go to veins and I go like this, it kind of paints and gives like this little growing effect. And that is controlled by like this, like the particle life. So if I make the life shorter and I do it, it won't live for that long. Then there's speed. If I take the speed down, and you see what it's doing right here? If I go like this, kind of tells you what it's doing. Like I said, if the life is longer, those things spread for a longer amount of time. And there's different ones. So let me go to leaks and let me turn this off. So I'll just turn off that and I'll right click and I'll add another paint. See how nice it is? You know, and I could even take away these just to do it. So I'm just on this paint. Now, if I go like that, I kind of can paint and it goes down for me. Uh, and then we have wind too, right? So if we look at this, this is Z is going to the side, going to the right, and negative Z is going to the left. So if I put it right here on Z in the negative direction, let me try to make it more. Yeah, it's not doing as much as I thought it would. Maybe this would do. I thought it'd give more of a, you know, I could probably go in here and figure it out, but it might take a while. But anyway, just so you know it's there. So I'll just disable this, put this back on. So we can have something like this now. And of course we can go back to our fill layer and change this to whatever kind of color we want. You see how it's reacting? It's giving us that nice reaction. That's because I turned down the roughness. That's why I'm getting the like that nice specular reflection. Okay. So, all right, the last thing to do is to export it, but I will go into that later.